Yeah, a lot of discussion about the DMCA going on again. I feel like every day people are giving their takes about React content, which is good. That's one of the things I set out to do when I started watching Naruto. Because looking at XQC primarily and how he's doing MasterChef and how a lot of streamers started doing MasterChef after he did was very intriguing. So pushing the envelope was something I wanted to do, and it seems to be working. I know Mizkif started watching Avatar. There was a guy who watched Lord of the Rings, and now everyone's talking about DMCA. Everyone's talking about like, hey, you streamers shouldn't do that. Now, people weren't saying this like 2 months ago when XQC has been doing it. People started talking about it the literally day after I started watching Naruto. So sometimes it just takes a push for people to have this discussion. I think people were just really afraid to say anything about DMCA because it's XQC, right? If you should talk MasterChef or XQC or the React meta, people were really scared that, oh, you're talking about XQC, huh? And the juicers will come after you. But now that more people are doing it with other content, everyone's got an opinion now, right? It's like, oh, Toast is watching Naruto. Well, here's why he shouldn't do it. This is why the MCA is important, kind of deal. And I kind of agree. Like, I like Twitch because it's a place for gaming. Like, I like playing games. I'm good at the strategy games that I play. And sometimes it is hard. Like, the meta, you shouldn't care about what other people are doing, but that's kind of your job as a streamer, right? Like, when our Among Us lobbies were popping off, did people want to play Among Us? Did everyone in that lobby were like, yeah, I love Mafia games. I would just be playing this normally if I could. Not necessarily. I think it's a lot of fun to play games with friends and to play Mafia. Mafia's been around for years and years and years, right? But there were people who just played Among Us because it was the meta. And part of playing meta games is your job, right? A lot of Fortnite people played Among Us. A lot of League of Legends people played Among Us. And I promise you, not all of them wanted to play. They just had to play, right? Because if they weren't playing, they weren't getting viewers. They weren't getting any collaboration. And sometimes I feel the same way about the React meta. But I will say, since watching Naruto, I have learned that there are like nice things about watching content with friends or Twitch chat, not friends. Sorry, did I call you guys friends? I didn't mean that. You guys are viewers who give me money. Don't get it twisted. I don't care about you guys. There is an extra layer of entertainment and interaction when you watch content with people and you see what people type and like the funny memes everyone comes up with, right? I would say I am not the important part of our Naruto streams. I would say it's Twitch chat, like the emotes they spam, the commentary they make. I find that to be more entertaining than the streamer themselves. Like the streamer is there to kind of facilitate the whole process, but I know when I'm being funny. Like when I'm watching Naruto, I'm just watching Naruto and like making the occasional comment because I I don't have a lot of like strong takes regarding anime. Like I have strong takes about certain things, but when it comes to anime, I just wanna watch anime, right? So when cool stuff is happening, I'm not talking a lot. I'm watching I'm watching the anime. So I think it's it's not fair to knock on viewers who like that kind of content. It's like, bro, you're so sad you're watching a streamer watch anime. That's not fair to say because it's more like you're watching anime with a streamer and with chat, right? You're not watching a streamer watch anime. You're watching anime. And on the side, you see live commentary from the streamer and the chat, right? And that's funny. Like that's when I'm watching Naruto, what's entertaining for me is chat, right? I don't think it's sad or like lonely because we do that with gaming already, right? When we watch someone play games, when we watch someone play Among Us, for example, like it's like that argument, hey, why are you watching streamers play games when you can play games yourself, right? You guys are such losers. It's the same argument that traditional sports fans have used against gaming fans for years and years. Like, oh, you guys are so cringe. Who watches someone play games? And now it's like, well, you guys are so cringe. Who watches someone watch anime? It's the same argument that people have used against gamers on Twitch. And now the gamers on Twitch are using the same argument against the people who watch React content. And I was one of those people. Like, I was like, I hate this React meta. Like, these guys are getting viewers for doing nothing, right? And now that I've been through it, I can see why people like watching stuff together. It's not necessarily the streamer. It's more the chat, I would say. The chat for sure. So, yes, what people are doing isn't definitely is not DMCA free. What XQC is doing, what Ms. Kiv is doing, what Hassan is doing, what I'm doing, definitely not DMCA free. But this aggressive stance against reactors is eye-opening. Because for the longest time, I feel like a lot of streamers hated DMCA and like hated the music industry for all these very aggressive rules about music. And you know, it is the music industry's rights, I guess. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know anything about lawyer stuff. I don't think a lot of streamers know about lawyer stuff. I don't think lawyers themselves really know what to do with Twitch, right? Like what is okay, what is not okay, because it's still so brand new. Sniper Wolf makes millions of dollars reacting to TikTok vids. Yeah, I mean, is there a big difference between a YouTube video and a traditional piece of media, right? Like if someone reacted to my TikTok, for example, like, can I just straight up fuck DMCA? DMCA, right? Could I do that? Like, what's the difference? Like, even Chad's like, no, you can't. Not at all. And then you can. Yes, sure. Right? Nobody fucking knows. Nobody knows. And nobody knows until the actual laws are set in place. So what do people do now? Well, probably the same thing they're gonna keep doing. They've been doing, which is just gonna squeeze my hog, and I'll stop squeezing if you ban me, kind of deal. But realistically, what's the difference between reacting to a YouTube video versus a TV show? Is the rights on the YouTube video given over to YouTube and it's up to them to decide whether or not to DMCA? No, that's not true, because YouTubers can DMCA other YouTubers. Like if someone wants to download my video and re-upload it, I can say, hey, that's my video. I can strike your channel. But there are millionaires who just react to other people's content, like TikTok reactions. A lot of people do it, right? And those get hella views. Doesn't this hurt gaming streamers? They have to compete with MasterChef and Naruto. My opinion is that yes, it does hurt them a little, but there's also, like, watching MasterChef and watching someone play Fortnite are so separate that I don't think they're really competing in the same space. A Fortnite streamer won't necessarily compete with a MasterChef streamer, you know? It's like two very, very different things. Like, oh man, if that guy wasn't streaming MasterChef, I would have more viewers for my Fortnite streams. Like, that doesn't really make sense in terms of direct competition. Now, there might be an individual viewer like, I can watch XQC watch MasterChef, or I can watch Ninja play Fortnite. And I'm in a MasterChef mood. I find that to be more entertaining. So I'm not gonna watch Ninja. I'm gonna watch XQC. But in that case, that's just streaming competition, and you're gonna have that no matter what content anyone makes. Like, do I watch Soju stream TFT, or do I watch Scar play Tarkov? That's a decision that every viewer makes when they enter Twitch, right? But with the MasterChef stuff, it's non-gaming content competing with gaming content now. But if it's more entertaining to the viewer, they should have the right to choose. Now, whether or not non-gaming content should be allowed on Twitch, that's for Twitch to decide. It's not up to the streamer. Right? I can bake a cake. I can bake a lemon cake. I can bake a pie. Right? And I can sell this pie at the cake store. And everyone loves the pie. And like, oh my god, is that pie? All I see is cake here. I've never seen pie before. I'm going to try this pie. This pie is great. And all the cake sellers are like, what the hell, bro? Why do you have pie in my cake shop? This is a cake shop. You can't sell pie in a cake shop. Well, the landlord said he doesn't have a problem with me selling pies here right now. If he has a problem with it, he can tell me to sell my pie elsewhere. But right now, I'm not getting in trouble for selling my pie here. So yeah, that's a great analogy. So all the cake sellers are like, yo, this is not cool, bro. You can't sell pies in here. While some cake sellers are like, oh, you know what? You're right. I should sell pie instead. You know what? Fuck the cake. I'm selling pie now too. And now suddenly you got 5 pies in a cake shop. But a viewer can only eat one piece of pastry, right? You can't eat pies and cakes. Well, you could, but it's probably not healthy for you. The same could be said about adult content. Yeah. And it's up to Twitch to say, hey, Hot tubs getting kind of weird. Let's make its own category. Remember, Twitch didn't ban hot tubs. You know what they did? They made their own separate category for it. You know why? Money. Money. Money good. Right? Twitch wasn't like, you know, we're gonna ban all hot tub streams. They made their own category for it. They could have banned hot tub stream, but it's still there. All right. Toast, are you fine with me setting up a channel and just streaming all your YouTube videos? No, I wouldn't be fine. And if you did that, I would probably DMCA you. And then you're gonna hit me with, well, if you're not okay with that, then why are you okay with streaming Naruto? Well done. You caught me. Caught me. You exposed me for what I am, didn't you? Like I've said from the very beginning. What we're doing, probably not okay. If they want to DMCA us, they can. Okay, I'm not trying to hide behind any like legality or like high horse. I said this from the very beginning. When I started watching Naruto, it's like, I want to push this React meta to the point that it breaks. And from what it looks like, I've been doing a good job because everyone's talking about React meta now. Because I want to see where the buck stops. What's the last straw? Where's the line drawn, right? And we'll see. Watch a Marvel movie? Okay, I like pushing the envelope. I'm not stupid, though. Watching anything Marvel and Disney, someone else take that risk. I did Naruto. I pushed the line a little bit. Someone else pushed the line a little bit more. Like, you want to push it, but you don't want to be stupid, you know? Like, if I went to the theater, recorded Spider-Man, and played it on my stream with Twitch chat with my face on it, and I advertised, hey guys, we're watching the new Spider-Man, and I get banned, I'm not going to be like, oh god, guys, like, how did this happen? Like, I'm not going to play dumb. Reaction to shows is technically transformative as long as you talk and not stare at content. So if that was true, then why can't I react to anything in the world? You can't. You can't download a movie and play it and just talk the whole time and say, hey, lawyers, get fucked. I was talking the whole time. Right? So that take is not correct. Right? Or maybe it is. I don't know. Again, I'm not a lawyer. I just feel like if that was the case, people would do it all the time. But maybe it is the case, but people don't do it because they're scared. Right? Maybe what I'm doing with Naruto is actually okay. And the Japanese lawyers are like, guys, we need to strike this guy. Come on, what can we got? And then the Japanese lawyers are like, guys, we need to strike this guy. Come on, what can we got? And then the head of legal team is like, well, he mirrored it, and he's got Twitch chat on the side, so it makes it transformative. So we can't sue him. I don't know. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Right? A lot of viewers and Redditors and Twitter and streamers all have their takes of what is DMCA and what is DMCAable, what is not DMCAable. But the truth of it is no one really knows. People are just waiting for something to happen, either for Twitch to step in or for someone to get sued. And I think when someone gets sued, everyone's going to scatter like rats. Oh my god, people are getting banned. What's the worst case if you get sued? I don't know. Worst case is they sue me and I go bankrupt and I pay like millions of dollars and I go to jail. That's the worst case scenario. I don't know if I'll ever get that bad. But like in my mind, the worst, death penalty? But this is not new, right? How did it start again? I mean, the most prominent one I can think of was Trainwrecks with MasterChef like 3 years ago. I remember because it was so popular that Shroud was in Trainwrecks' chat telling him to stop stalling and get to the MasterChef. So I don't know what made Trainwrecks start MasterChef, but you can see how streamers operate very clearly. It's like, oh, you can watch. This guy's watching MasterChef, guys. All right, everyone starts watching MasterChef. But guys, why aren't you watching anything else? Well, I don't want to take that risk. It's like that glass game from Squid Games, you know? It's like you see one guy jump onto a glass pane and he doesn't fall to his death and everyone jumps on it. All right, next one. Anybody? No, because people are too scared to do that. They don't want to risk their livelihood. So here I come. Oh, the Naruto glass pane. You know what? Fuck it. We're jumping on glass panes? Fuck it. I'm gonna go. Huh. Well, it's only been a week and it hasn't broke yet. Now what? And then Miskiff sees that. It's like, oh, it's not breaking? Well, what about the Avatar glass pane? Huh. Now that streamers have the understanding, like, oh, you know, well, no one's fallen to their death yet. Like this streamer, Lord of the Rings, this streamer, bam, this streamer, bam, 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 bam. But eventually, maybe 1 year, maybe 5 years, maybe 10 years, a glass pane is gonna break. And it's gonna be like, oh shit, oh god, that guy literally died. Yu-Gi-Oh, yeah, like Yu-Gi-Oh, and then streamers will probably start panicking. What if the pane you're standing on is already breaking? See, I don't know that, right? It could be. So yeah, that's what streamers are doing. I think the thing is, the biggest learning thing I've gained from this is, besides the fact that streamers are just meta chasers, which I've known for a long time, is there is something enjoyable about reacting to content with people, with a community. It's like going to a movie theater. And like it's loud and everyone can just yell out the things they're thinking and the things they're saying. That's fucking hilarious. So I do wish there was a way to do it legally. I wish there was a way to do it either like paying for it. Like people are saying why they want to pay for it. I feel like the cost to pay for it is obscenely high, unfortunately, because traditional media doesn't understand Twitch yet. When they say, oh, this guy's gonna broadcast it to 10,000 viewers, well, that's 10,000 people that should be paying for the content. So yeah, we're gonna charge you like 500K to watch one episode, and that's no streamer's gonna watch that. Streamers would instead find loopholes or find legalities around it, like, well, what if I did this? What if I did that? Now it's under fair use and transformed it, so fuck you, I'm gonna watch it now. I think there is an appeal there. right? Why do you think they haven't sued you yet? I don't know. Why hasn't Gordon Ramsay sued XQC yet? Like in my mind, if they say, "Hey, we're gonna sue this guy," and would the judge go, "Well, I mean, Twitch is the platform it's hosted on. You should be going after Twitch," or maybe Twitch has legalities. Like, whoa, we didn't allow this. We didn't know about this. Because if it turns out that Twitch is liable for not taking down XQC when they know about it, wouldn't they also get in trouble? Right? So isn't it on Twitch then to be the one proactively shutting this down, like YouTube is? Like YouTube is the one proactively shutting down content for the most part, not all the time, mostly with music. Like you can find full episode of MasterChef and anime on there, right? Because in the court of law, what if Twitch goes, "Oh yeah, we knew about this, but I don't know, that's not our job." Do they get in trouble? They, chances are, Amazon have a lot of lawyers. Newsflash for people who are DMCA armchair experts. Twitch and Amazon have millions of dollars in their legal department. I think they would know a thing or two about what's going on and DMCA laws, but they haven't taken any action yet, right? So a lot of people yelling like, "God, Twitch is so stupid. They don't know what's going on." It's like, well, I'm gonna side with the $1 trillion. Wait, is Amazon worth trillions or billions? Amazon worth 386 billion. Wait, that's just revenue. Shit. How do you find what a company is worth? You can only find revenue. Oh, the revenue last year was 386 billion. Amazon's 1.7 trillion. Yeah. 1.7 trillion, right? I assume the company that's worth $1.7 trillion know more about legalities than a Twitch streamer or a viewer. And my guess is Twitch won't wait until a big lawsuit. My guess is Twitch would get ahead of things. Usually they're pretty slow. No offense, Twitch. But if it's something as serious as this, if there was gonna be any ramifications, it would come pretty quickly. But if streamers don't get banned for watching shows, why others get banned for watching live games, NBA, soccer, baseball? I don't know. Again, I'm not saying streamers are allowed to do what they're doing. I'm not saying that. So right now, when you're watching older stuff, I don't think these companies care that much to a point where they'll go after you. Live events is like sales. The sales are going on right now, and it's very obvious if a streamer is streaming it and cutting to their profits. But streaming a 10-year-old show, a 20-year-old show, well, then it's like, yeah, I mean, he's not allowed to do that. But at the same time, do we really want to pay $1 million in legal fees to go after this guy? Is it worth it? Can we just slap him with a DMCA and tell him to fuck off? And most companies do that, right? Most companies like DMCA strike. You do that again, we're gonna DMCA you, strike you again, and you're gonna lose your channel. Right. So, no, it's been very interesting seeing the discussions around DMCA and the React meta. Like, I'd be more, maybe I'm biased, but I'd feel more for the YouTubers who make content and have people react to that and get more views than original content than billion-dollar companies shows, right? Like, I'm not exactly shedding a tear if Fox Century loses some revenue because XQC watch MasterChef on stream. I'd be sadder for YouTubers whose content gets reacted to and makes way less money than the people who are reacting to it. That feels a little unfair. But I can't say that as someone who's been reacting to Naruto, right? I've seen discussions around gaming as well where some people are like, some streamers make more money playing a game than the actual developer. I've had people say that I made more money than Among Us. I've made more money off Among Us than the Among Us people did, which is not true. Not true at all. And like, people were just throwing that around as like facts. Like, it was a Riot employee as well. And it was like, it's so weird. But I kind of understand that take in the sense that, like, if it was true, yes, it would feel bad. If a streamer made more money off streaming a game than the actual game developer. But at the same time, if the streamer wasn't playing that game, I don't think that game would have made as much money either. So, morals, legal, DMCA, right and wrong. It gets very muddied, right? I mean, we don't live in a fair world, and I'm fortunate enough to make a living off playing video games. For example, like the guy who made OBS, this software that has made billions of dollars for streamers, and I guarantee you, the guy himself who made OBS probably haven't even made $1 million. Isn't that crazy? His software allowed billions of dollars worth of revenue. Right. And he probably haven't even made $1 million. And yeah, he gave away the software for free, right? But do people have a problem with that? And you then say, well, it's the streamers that are making the content. Well, then you can argue that for games, can't you? It's like, well, it's the streamer that's selling the game and making the game look interesting. So, I don't know. It's every side has a point, and you can kind of understand where everyone's coming from. But if you tell me what's the best solution, I wouldn't be able to tell you. Me streamer, me just play games. me just play games. All this sums up what I'm trying to say is we're going to be watching Naruto later, so stick around.